EA Sports brings you a special edition of the National Football League for this New Year's Day matchup. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Arizona Cardinals, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
On a spot of land that was once desert, now stands the city of Glendale, and a building filled to the brim with fans, State Farm Stadium. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Matt Prater ready to get this one going. And away we go in Glendale. Here's Avery Williams on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So out head the Falcons for their first possession. And leading them out is a master at overcoming adversity before and after being drafted 8th overall in 2024. Out of your alma mater, Washington, it's Michael Penix Jr.
One of the big advantages of Michael Penix coming into the league is it wasn't storybook in college. In fact, he got beat up in Bloomington. Everybody remembers the end at Washington, the runner-up for the Heisman, the national title game. But he took a beating. Injuries derailed many of his years back at Indiana. And I think because of that background, because of all that gets built through that adversity, he's more than ready for everything that comes his way in the NFL.
Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Cardinals going nickel here, 3rd down. Staying with Robinson. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. From the shotgun, Penix. Pitts brings it in. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Penix working from the gun. Pass is caught. That's Darnell Mooney. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I'm sure coach, your play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. And again, it's Penix. He's on the move. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him, calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense. and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
On first down, here's Penix. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Finds a seam, left side. He's off to the races. And he makes the Huffco. It's a touchdown on the pick six. So on our opening drive, Brock, we've got a big defensive highlight already as the pick six starts off our scoring.
This is a defense who isn't hiding how they're approaching this game. They want to be disruptive. They're unafraid to be aggressive. Can be a risky mentality to have, but boy, can it set a tone early.
Matt Prater for the point after try. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cardinals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Here comes Williams on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Onto the field comes the Atlanta offense for the second time. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick six. Need short memories here as they head back out. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Zaven Collins in on the tackle.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's a counter give to Robinson. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
So we've reached the end of one on the first day of the new year. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They're looking down a 3rd and 3. Put some heat on that one, Brock, but it falls incomplete. Couldn't find Kyle Pitts on that throw. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
You know, these 3rd and short situations, you rep them all the time. Snap after snap, rep after rep. You're expecting man-to-man coverage in that down and distance, and you're expecting to execute. A time on 3rd and short, the kid get the job done.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. So here are the Cardinals now, headed out for their first drive. And they'll be led out by a #1 pick out of Oklahoma. One of the game's better runners, it's Kyler Murray.
One of the beauties of the quarterback position is it's not cookie cutter. QBs come in all different shapes and sizes. Some are 5'10", some are 6'6". Some are better on the run, some are better in the pocket. For Kyler Murray, and he is at his best when he's playmaking. When his athleticism, that dual threat nature comes to life, that is when he is typically a defense's worst nightmare.
And he gets him around 6 there. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
On 2nd down, a run with Connor. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
On 1st and 10, it's Murray. Has him on the quick hitter. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the gun, it's Murray. Short pass brought in. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. That's Matthew Judon in on the tackle.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Murray to throw here on 3rd. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
So on 4th down now, Blake Gillikin gets the call to punt it away for the Cardinals. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And the Falcons will take over. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Penix here from the gun. One's complete right side. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning at Glendale. It's the Falcons in a nice spot, 2nd and inches. Penix now to throw. The screen pass falls incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Pass didn't work on 2nd. Let's see how that affects this 3rd down. Penix. And Heater's going to fall to the turf. Couldn't find Kyle Pitts on that throw. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Starts his return from the 23. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it'll be Cardinals football. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Throw is there, Trey McBride. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Murray here on first down. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, didn't it? And it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
On 2nd and 10, it's Murray. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Third and just 2 to go. Back to the air, Murray. Complete beyond the marker. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
1st and 10, Murray. That's complete to Wilson. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Arizona goes ahead and calls its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Second down now, 7 to go. Operating from the gun, here's Murray. Makes the connection to James Conner. And he's able to get this down to the 36. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's a Cardinals first down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. He's got to drive this one 53 yards down the middle. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Here comes the final play of our first half. He'll throw it. He lofts it deep, right sideline. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down. That's the half, and what better way to start our new year than with some football. Great first 2 quarters here. Now we'll send things over to Orlando, Florida. Jonathan Coachman on standby, ready to deliver the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the Halftime Report. With that, the 2 squads are headed out of the tunnel. So let's get you back out to Kay Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Here's Greg Dortch with the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Here come the Cardinals to begin quarter number 3. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Ready to start this drive with Connor. And not much. He maybe got a few across the 30 to about the 32. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. It's Connor again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go. Throwing here, Murray. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Here's Kyler to throw. That pass is oh, he loses the football. Oh, and they got it back. This play is still live. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
All set up now for 1st and 10. A give right side to Connor. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Now he takes it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. It's 2 yards on the gain, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Connor has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Now Kyler. Escapes the pocket. And he's going to score. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Kyler Murray touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that could create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Prater able to tack on the extra point. And the Cardinals take a 3-possession lead. Now Prater on to send it away. Here comes Williams on the return. Good looking return here, and he's got room. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Penix. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Play action. Here's Penix. Hauled in left side. Gets it ahead. Has about 5 yards. Buda Baker bringing that one to an end. So that brings us to the end of 3 on New Year's Day. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. So now here's 3rd and 5. Penix working from the gun. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing Penix. To the sideline. Catch secured. Wow, he made that one look easy for the first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Markers reset. Ball at the 37. Penix now on 1st down. Escapes the pocket. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Offense up to the line fast. 2nd and 6 now. Escapes out to the left. Now here he goes again. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here. On first down, here's Penix. He's on the move. Oh, he's going for it again.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Working quickly here. Penix here from the gun. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. To the air with Penix. On the move, headed, and he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons get it back to within 2 possessions. Michael Penix Jr., the touchdown. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young or Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
Extra point by Koo is up and good. And the Falcons cut the lead down to 10. Well, this one not quite over just yet. They've got 3 timeouts at their disposal, but really need to make the unexpected recovery here. And the Cardinals' hands team secures the football. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. The Cardinals' offense making its way out. And even after giving up the late touchdown, Brock, still a 2-score game, so you should expect them to be in that victory formation in just a few moments.
You should, but, you know, I just picture Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, the greats in this game, right, over the last few decades. You know, they grinded down every second, never took anything for granted. You got to finish it all the way down to double zeros.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First down carry for Connor. He's out in the clear. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Right back to Connor. And he gets very good yardage there. That's down inside the 10. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its second, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Shotgun handoff to Connor. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
Second down, probably going to see him kneel it again here. Connor. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him. Setting up for the kneel down on third. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
Facing fourth down now, the Cardinals turn to Matt Prater for the field goal. This is a chip shot from the left hash. McManus sends it through. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Now Prater on to send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's Penix. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
Second and 10, Penix to throw. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Here he is to throw. Will the Cardinals get to him here? He's brought down. So the Cardinals fight to a win here at home. They did their part, Brock, defending the home field, using that advantage to secure the victory. We know home field advantage is a real thing. And the crowd, they did their part too, adding to just an awesome atmosphere, helping energize those players at big moments of today's ball game.
Yeah, it is super fun to win on the road. I'm not going to lie, to quiet the crowd. But you know what's even better? When you get to celebrate with your family, your friends, your hometown people, your community, and you know, more importantly, they played a role as that extra voice in that building, man. It is a rewarding feeling.